Join the UW-Madison Extension's Ag and Water Quality team as we learn more about stocking conservation practices on Wisconsin farms. In this video series, we'll look at Joe Breger's farm in Buffalo County and look at the various practices that they've put in place that work as a system to protect and improve soil and water quality.
Hi, I'm Amber Radatz. I'm the Agriculture Water Program Manager at the University of Wisconsin-Madison Division of Extension. I've also worked really closely with Discovery Farms for the last 15 years. And I've had the privilege of working with Joe Breger and his family on Breger Family Dairy to help understand through water quality monitoring. Actually, our water quality monitoring for Discovery Farms was right on this stream behind me. And we were able to use that water quality monitoring in the stream to help understand the impacts of the cropping practices here at Breger Family Dairy on the streams that are here. We're in Buffalo County where we have lots of streams like this that are commingled with cropland and really steep slopes. And so I've seen Joe's farm change over the years, and one thing that has always been really constant is their focus on making sure that the soil is covered as much of the year as possible, whether that's through a living crop or residue, and then also making sure that concentrated flow areas are protected all the time, because when water moves off of this landscape, it moves very quickly and can be really erosive. So specifically, the practices and the conservation strategy here in place at the Breger Family Dairy that could be used on other farms are really related to the idea that this is a challenging landscape to farm because of the steep slopes. And so really critical here are two things. Number one, making sure that there's a network of conservation practices that are in place. So things that are in the fields like no-till, cover crops, crop rotation, farming on the contour, really putting all of those pieces together along with protecting concentrated flow areas and slowing water down as much as possible. Those are the pieces of the network of conservation practices that need to work together. And then the other thing I would recommend is just this constant sort of visual assessment, continuing to improve and adapt the system over time. It's not really a destination, it's more of a journey over time. And so continuing to visually assess whether you see any sediment accumulation on small plants at the bottom of a field, or whether you see any gullies or rills forming in your field. Those are visual cues that the conservation system needs more protection or needs a little more attention to really effectively manage water in your landscape.